Hey, yo, everybody, this is Pyrolis here at the Baka-Talk Studios. We're back again for another grandiose episode. Here I am joined today with my fellow co-host. Who are you looking at?
I thought it was the Amazon man.
You're just looking for him, aren't you?
I am.
You're watching out for him like I'm watching for my missing father. Anyway.
Sick bird.
Today I have joined with me the great editor of our podcast, Boom.
Hello, everyone. I might edit out that really bad intro and just add my own.
Oh, he is the master editor. Also, on my left-hand side, I have the masterful book writer and YouTube creator, Weez.
Hey everyone, welcome to my podcast. I'm so excited to have you as my two humble guests once
Anyways, shut up. I pay you for this. Anyway.
Man, you're the YouTuber, but I'm the podcaster, so you're in my territory.
I was a podcaster before I was a YouTuber.
Yeah.
To be fair.
That is true.
I was also an author before I and you was a podcaster.
I do a little bit of everything you guys do.
That's true.
And I've been writing since I was like 10.
I've been writing since I was a baby.
Oh, yeah? I was a baby when I was a baby.
I made cave drawings in my mother's womb.
Now that'd be slick. Anyways,
I'm sorry, I just...
what do you guys do
That took a
this week?
solid 5 seconds for it to process in my brain, and then a picture appeared in my brain, and I was like, I'm done. It was like that old DLS, like, loading image.
Yeah.
Like, it just kind of, like, loaded from the top down. By the time I got done, I was just done.
See, I'm great with quick quotes. Quick quips. Is that what it is? Quick quips?
Did you say quick ropes?
Quick quotes or quick quips?
Quips.
Quips.
Yeah.
Gropes is what you get
I said
arrested
quotes.
for.
I said quotes. I'm not Biden. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, okay.
How's your guys' week going? Do anything fun?
Better. I'm just counting up all the clips I'm going to have to cut out of this podcast.
No, it's fine. It's fine. This is the first time I've been political. Trust me.
I had a week.
Okay.
I watched anime.
I still have your wallet. Would you like that back?
Nah.
Okay, good.
You can keep it.
I also had a
another
week,
day.
and I did not watch anime.
No?
No.
What did you do instead?
What did I do?
See, now he's fulfilling.
Elden Ring?
No.
No?
What?
Oh, I watched X-Men. I watched X-Men movie on Monday, which was the only time I had to watch anything. So
Okay. What movie did you watch?
Dark Phoenix, which I forgot that came out.
Was it good or
No,
was it
it
like
was
what
not.
I
I've heard
didn't
it
know?
was not.
It was horrible. It gave me PTSD.
You want to watch it again?
No.
Well, too bad. Keep his eyes open. I'll turn on the show.
No, not the chair.
It's
like
hard
the first
to know
time.
if movies are good or bad because you see a lot of reviews that's like, this movie was bad, and then people are like, this movie was actually good. But some
not the-
movies are like Dark Phoenix or whatever.
It's kind of like people don't know what they actually like because I watched Mobius, right?
Yeah.
Not to spoil it for you at all because we're going to watch it this
don't.
weekend.
Yes.
But everybody says they hate it. But the movie's great. Like, in my own personal opinion, and everybody in the theater seemed to love it as well.
I always watch the trailer. Trailer always gives it away. Like,
Yeah.
that's why I'm not watching the Halo show because it's poo-poo because trailer obviously shows it's poo-poo. But the Morbius trailer, like, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And that, did go into your week, Weez? What did you do?
What anime did you watch?
I watched Attack on Titan because
No
I'm
ways.
still working through that. I watched like one episode of that. There was like this one point where I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch some anime because I haven't in a while.
Yeah.
I watched like an episode or two of Attack on Titan, and then I was like,
Attack on Burp Titan?
Attack on Titan, and I was like, what? I was like, wait a second, I have Platinum End to finish, and then
Yeah.
I finished Platinum End, and that was a trip.
Good trip
Like
or bad
a
trip?
Evangelion trip?
Yes.
Whoa.
Okay.
It is
Is that
close
good or bad?
to on par with Evangelion's trippiness.
Well, in my opinion, that's probably good. In your opinion, it's probably too confusing because
I'm
there's
pretty
penguins.
sure in both of
Penguin
your
bad.
opinions, this would be bad.
Oh, okay.
All right.
But I'll explain it to you later.
We can get in
Stay
to that
tuned
later.
for later in the podcast where I'll explain the end of Platinum End.
You're plugging in our own podcast. No.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they do this all the time. They're like,
Stop.
they're
We-
like,
no.
keep
No, we don't
listening.
have to do that.
You-
We should
want
do
the
this.
Watch time.
No.
We
listen
should
time.
do this. Coming up in the podcast, we have
No.
Funimation's YouTube
No.
channel changing the Crunchyroll's YouTube channel.
Okay, that's coming up right
No.
now.
We don't have to. No, we don't have to. No.
We have Attack
No,
on
You said I could do in whatever order I want.
Oh, dang, that's
We're gonna
but
be-
it doesn't have to be. Wow, I actually peeked the mic. Whoops. It doesn't have to be in the order I say it. I'm just saying what's coming next.
Okay, so
That's
this
what she said.
Shut up.
this is what we're doing. Is we're gonna be like, coming up next is Funimation YouTube changing to Crunchyroll, and that's happening right now.
It's like the news thing, and then they switch to the commercial.
I'm just gonna skip to ad time where Amazon Man arrives. All right, ad time. All right, let's go.
There he is. We're getting
What?
the Amazon
Really?
Man on this podcast.
You actually fooled me.
I've got the
April
chair
Fool's,
right here.
sucker.
He can share my mic.
Dude, we got 3 more mics coming, so as soon as he gets here, we just set up that
my
one.
April Fool's like 5 days after it ends, so it actually fools people.
Nice.
Nice.
How's your YouTube channel going? Make any more videos or add in your books? Or?
I did make another video on Steins Gate
Okay,
about
nice,
Okabe,
nice. Ooh.
and it did okay. It's doing like pretty well
What's
compared to
the-
my other ones.
What's the Okabe doing?
Okabe's a character, and he's also Hoinkyo.
So you just explain what he is and what he does and
Kinda.
how
I just
he
talk
eats?
about like what I think about him.
What's his
and-
favorite food?
I don't know. I didn't talk about that.
It's obviously Dr. Pepper.
I should have if the video was just like what's Okabe's favorite food.
What's his favorite hobby?
What? Oh, I should have done like his
Dr.
top
Pepper.
5 favorite foods.
Yeah.
Number 4 will surprise
Pepper.
you. That would have gotten more.
It's just Dr.
Well,
Pepper.
anyways, before you guys rant too much, Pyrolis, why don't you bring us into our first topic?
Well, our first topic today after the so this show outline, is that part of it? Or, no, I see the colons.
You know
Okay.
what? Let's just read from the article.
Spy Family now on Crunchyroll. Watch now.
It's Spy X Family.
And enjoy no present spending limit. Apply now.
No,
Capital One.
It's Spy Times
Just-
Family.
Just read this.
Channel will post dubbed to first episode every Saturday.
Awesome.
So-
and now read this.
So on YouTube, Crunchyroll is basically going to be using Funimation's old YouTube channel to be posting the first episode of animes every Saturday.
Which is weird because Crunchyroll also had a YouTube channel.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're doing ReZero.
Yeah.
Well, Funimation might
No,
have...
only episode 1 of ReZero.
Does
Yeah, yeah.
Funimation have more subscribers?
I don't know.
No.
No?
Crunchyroll has way more subscribers.
That's what I thought. They had
that's
like a
weird then.
million?
Well, maybe it's because they don't have more...
That's wrong.
That's why they're doing it. But
I think, yeah, it's just because all of Funimation's transferring over to Crunchyroll, so they're going to transfer their YouTube channels and stuff like
I
that
get ya.
over as Crunchyroll version of it.
either way, personally, I am
They
very...
have 4.12 million
That's more than me.
versus
What the crap?
Funny.
Oh my goodness, how is it more than you? It's almost like they're a
How
big
does a
corporation or
massive
something.
corporation have
Which is
more-
now just Crunchyroll Dubs, which
Nice.
has 3.71 million.
Oh,
But
dang.
this could also be inflated
Oh,
because
no, this is just the Funimation site. I think they just because it has 7,000 videos. So all they did was they rebranded. They just changed the name and like the
Yeah, they
channel
did.
banner.
Which means
Because it
Funimation
has-
Chan is dead.
if you click on one of the old episodes, it'll show Funimation. Yep,
Yep, it does.
that's great.
Does it still have the monster? It has Samurai 7. Yeah, so yep.
I have a few random.
Cuz they used to have all the monster on here, right?
They do. That's like a. I think that's just a random person that posted that though.
Really? I thought actually Funimation had it.
But personally, I don't know. I'm iffy on it. It's okay. It's not okay. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Only posting. They're doing a track is what they're trying to do. They're trying to get you
They're-
hooked on the first episode. That way you can go watch more.
Yeah.
All right. Now that my point is finished, on to Weez. How do you feel about the new Crunchyroll thing?
Yeah, that wasn't an awkward cut at all, hopefully. But yeah, it's I don't care. It's just they rebranded one of their channel things, and it's cool for people. If you want someone to watch like an anime, you can just like it's good to remember this. You can be like, hey, they have dubs on this on YouTube. You can
Yeah.
just like check out the first.
This is a great
Yeah.
way to get somebody into anime.
yeah,
Just be like,
That's what it's
because
just-
everybody watches YouTube.
yeah,
So they'll just see it as a YouTube video. So just like, hey, I saw this great YouTube
yeah.
video.
You can just send them
watch
the
this.
YouTube video and
I
be
don't
like,
know.
hey, check out the first
I
episode.
feel like
of the
this is gonna
show.
be very caustic because YouTube ads sometimes come without warning.
That's true too.
So you're just gonna be in the middle of a great
But-
scene and then YouTube ad.
it is only the first episode.
That's a downside to it, though. I mean, it is a good downside. I mean, a bad downside, but it's
They-
something.
I wonder if they'll put ads on it. They probably do have ads, but if they don't have ads,
They definitely have ads.
it would be smart for them to not put ads on it because it's just advertisements for your.
Personally, I
platform.
wish that if
Here's
they
the thing,
were-
though. They have to pay for the ability to. So, I don't think companies that are letting them use the licenses to stream these
Yeah.
necessarily like them putting on YouTube.
I
So
don't
they're
know.
going to have to probably pay quite a bit extra to allow that. I would have to think they'd have to activate that. One way we
I
can
feel
figure
like they
out.
just pay for it and then they can just do whatever they want with it. But
I just
maybe-
wish
I
that
don't know.
YouTube
I don't
would
know how it works.
let YouTubers choose where the ads are going.
One way we can find out
because
is we
there's
can
ads
go
on some of my
to-
videos, and I'm like, what the crap, YouTube?
Well, like, and they put them in the most random spot where you'll be. I would have it all the time where I'm watching a YouTube video and it's right in the middle of hype. I'm in the middle of a laugh or like having a great time, and all of a sudden it's YouTube ad. Oh,
Yeah.
and it makes
That
me
does
upset. Not gonna lie, it makes me a little upset. Then I boycott
Where's
YouTube
the
for a week.
what?
What?
I-
Puff cheek girl.
Crunchyroll dub.
You laughed with me.
Why is it not bringing up the YouTube channel anymore? What the heck is that?
That is a woman stretched like that on purpose.
I'm confused. Where's the channel?
You can, if you click on the channel, I think, under the video.
Crunchyroll
Under
dub.
oh, right. I forgot you can do that on computer.
Yeah.
Control dubs. All right, so let's play a video. I have it all paused. So,
Oh, it's paused right
see
now.
if that has ads.
but I have
Bonus
to
Uber.
find a full episode.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
They might not have them out yet. Oh, that's
Oh.
the premiere for. That's
That's-
the first one that they're doing. Is that one?
Oh, so they haven't done it yet.
yeah.
Oh, so we can't find out yet. Dang it.
Rip.
Could technically put on this Love, Cruel Mischief, Romeo, because these are all full episodes.
No, let's do something good that we might accidentally get hooked into.
I'm just going to click on it and see if it has an ad.
Oh god.
No ad. Let's
Well, it might not be a
go.
beginning
Wow,
ad.
there's
some videos don't always have ads, or they don't have them in the beginning.
Yeah, I don't think they have ads on them because they want people to watch through the whole thing and then be like, I want a Crunchyroll subscription now.
Yeah, and then
then
they
they
go to
give you ads.
Crunchyroll and they figure out there's no free stuff on Crunchyroll anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, well, interesting.
And then they turn to pirating.
So our very professional scientific research tells us that there's no ads.
So if you want your friend to watch ReZero, which is a
Are we recording again?
fantastic.
What?
Are we recording again?
What?
You said you paused it, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Oh, okay. You know, earlier you said you paused it. I thought you meant the podcast, or was that still recording throughout the whole thing?
No, I paused it. Why?
You didn't tell me we were gonna play it again, so it confused the crap out of me. I can't watch your hands like that man over there.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, we've been recording
What?
for the.
You
last
told me you
12
paused
minutes.
it.
What?
Did he not?
I'm confused what he's talking
wasn't
about.
paying attention.
When the Amazon guy got here, I told you I paused it.
No, he was talking about later. I think he was talking about. I think you meant to say you muted it.
Yeah. Oh, I said
Yeah.
I muted
Oh.
the YouTube. I
Yeah.
muted the.
Yeah, you said pause, and it confused the
Oh,
living crap out of me because
I'm
I thought
sorry.
we were not
Yeah,
recording.
I understood what he meant.
That's
somehow.
my
I've been-
my dyslexic OCD brain.
That's fine.
Well, anyways, this is
That's
probably
fine.
gonna be all
Anyways.
cut out. But
Probably.
ReZero is a fantastic anime. So if you have a friend that wants to watch the anime dubbed, which I don't know how good the ReZero dub is, but send them the ReZero first episode.
Yeah, for sure.
If you don't want to support
On
the streaming sites for XYZ reason like I do, feel free to hit me up over at Twitter. I'll tell you how to get around it. I know you're looking at me with hate and contempt, but I'm just giving them an out.
No,
man.
just scorn. Just scorn.
I'm just giving them an out.
Hey, anything for more followers. But yeah, you can just check it out and send them that
Yeah,
link to the
for sure.
YouTube. That's the only thing it's useful for. Otherwise, who cares?
All right, Pyrolis. We got topic 2.
Well, topic 2.
Oh, this is amazing.
I finished Hellsing Ultimate, which was pretty all right. Not gonna lie, I liked it a lot. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like how Maxwell is like, I am God, and
Dies like a little
yeah.
word.
yeah, and then what's his name? The Anderson. Anderson's like, he died as he lived, a coward.
Yep.
It's like, nice.
Exactly.
And now I'm like, I don't know, because now Alucard, he came back and he's killed so he basically can't drink in anyone else's souls. So it's a mix. Like I don't know whether he's the strongest or the weakest because while he can't,
Before or after Alucard comes
the
back?
current Alucard, when now that he's back, because while he can't drink any more souls in, so technically he can't gain any power. At the same time, he has Schrodinger's power because he can't get rid of that. So he's here, there, everywhere, all at the same time.
In my couple times I've watched it, I've always kind of considered after that point he's kind of become God. Or something the equivalent of it, like the god of vampires, because, like you said, he's omnipotent at that point.
He's everywhere now, but he can't drink in any souls or do anything like that anymore.
But if you think about it, he was already Dracula or Vlad the Impaler.
That's what I mean, though.
Like he was already the most powerful vampire.
He had to kill all the souls, so he got to a point where he was very weak, and then he just is everywhere yet nowhere.
Yeah, I think he's probably the most powerful vampire ever. I think, but I don't know.
What do you think Sarah's Victoria and Lady Helsing did within the 30 years of waiting?
Trained, totally just trained.
Just
nothing
trained,
else.
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
That whole scene with her licking blood off of her finger totally wasn't a sign for anything.
That's what I
whatsoever.
mean. Like I don't know. I don't know. And now you got the Frenchman who's probably like, yeah, go do that.
I like the Frenchman more in the abridged.
I do too. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah.
Why so sauerkraut? You can't ban me for that. That's I'm quoting at a show. That's on YouTube.
That still surprises on YouTube to this day.
Yeah. So you can't ban me for that. If you can't ban me for quoting Biden and some things he said, can't ban me for this. Just making a statement.
Yes. But yeah, what do you think of the end of the show? Like, what's your honest to God thoughts?
I like it. It's all right. There's nothing wrong with it. I liked it. It was good.
So did your idea of it change a little bit? Because I know last
like
week
the
when we
original
talked
more.
about it. Yeah, I figured you'd like the original more. It's more up your alley.
I was kind of looking a little bit more for So I did learn a few things about the author. I guess he's pretty well known for not finishing a lot of his work.
Yes.
So a lot of that's why Hellsing, the original, went the way it did, because he didn't finish with the manga because he was very slow with it.
Yep.
So they're like, yeah, we're gonna wait till you're finished with Ultimate, then we'll do that when you're done with that.
Yeah, and it took him like 7 years.
Yeah. And also, if you want to buy the theme track for the OSTs for Ultimate, you can buy it for like $200 because the disc is very rare and from 2002.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
I want to split 50-50 and just rip the music. That way me and you can both have the music. Because I can't find any of the... I found some of the songs, but I can't find most of them that I want. And the ones I can find are in very poor quality.
I will confirm that off air,
All right.
maybe.
All
or
right.
deny it, one of the two.
Because we can split 50-50, and I know how to copy the music off of the disc onto...
I mean, that's easy as I'll get.
Yeah, I know.
You're like, and then we're gonna start selling them online and
Don't
claiming
tell
they're
them
No,
that
we're not.
part.
I don't
Gee.
plan on that. I don't care if what Boom does with his half, but with my half, I'm not doing that. I just want them for my own personal benefit.
Yeah, which isn't illegal.
No, it's not.
Trying to sell it would be.
Yes.
$100 is a lot.
Which is
for a
why I
couple
recommended
songs,
it.
though.
That's what I mean. Like, well, no, it's like the entire OSTs.
What do you mean entire OSTs?
OSTs, the original soundtracks.
Oh,
Because there's multiple of them for each OVA.
I guess. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. All right. We can make a Weez bitchin'.
3-way. All right, so
On that, I've been watching Charlotte.
nice.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
pretty good. I like it. I'm on episode 5.
Episode 5. Nice.
Yeah.
How many episodes is it?
13.
It's a short.
Is that one of those rom-com?
It's made by the same person who made Angel Beats and The Day I Became God.
Does it have like a
So
fantasy
sad and
setting?
heart melting.
Yeah, this one's it's different from the other two in a way where like I'm in the midway point and yes, something happens in the midway point, but personally I feel like it was resolved way too quickly than what it should have been.
Nice. That's awesome.
I don't think so. I just said I think it was resolved way too quickly, and you're like, oh, nice, that's awesome.
I honestly did not know what you said. I was looking at the meters.
Wow, this is our host. This is our host right here.
You're
Not
hosting
listening-
right now.
This is
Boom
our
says-
editor right here,
You're
not
host-
listening to us.
Boom says. Okay, so anyways,
So when I'm okay from now on, if I'm not listening to you guys and you stop, I'm just gonna put.
I just like how you asked a question, but then didn't listen for my answer. You know.
I was paying attention.
You're a pain in the attention.
I was paying it in attention.
All right.
So What's the setting? Is it like more?
It's modern day.
Okay, it's
basically
not like, there's no fantasy elements like.
So
Is there swords?
No, the synopsis
Is there
of
guns?
it. Maybe, I'm not sure yet. So basically,
Tanks? No.
imagine a slice
there
of
planes?
life,
yes.
and then
planes.
a freaking tank just comes out of the school in one
So,
of the episodes.
basically-
Excuse me.
Sounds like Nichijou.
Girls in Panzer.
Girls in the Panzer.
No, I mean just comes out of the school, like just breaks through the wall.
Excuse me. Girls in
Girls in
Panzers.
Panzers. I'm just sad they were in the bath scene.
The tank.
Just a tank
Yeah.
just bubbles up.
That's what I mean. Is yes. That's all I wanted in that bath scene. All I wanted. One reason why I watched that scene. Anyways, so basically the setting is people going through puberty. There's a chance of you having a superpower, but you only have it until after puberty's done.
Oh, that's
and the
weird.
government likes to track those people down and do experiments on them. So a man's who
makes
did not
sense.
like this made a school to protect these people.
This is Charlotte?
That's a really
Yes.
cool
Wow.
concept.
So it's Xavier's School for the Gifted
But
Children.
anime.
But anime.
Yes, and a little different because you don't see an old man in a wheelchair. It's just this girl that can turn invisible. Like all these abilities are half baked. So like
Like half-baked ideas? Or
half
like,
baked abilities. Like the guy, the main character, he has the ability to possess someone, but only for 5 seconds. And
Oh, so like they're like really weak powers then.
well, they're strong, but very, like I said, half baked.
Okay.
The girl, the main, I guess you could technically the main love interest, but not. It's weird. Anyway, she can turn invisible, but only for one person, and until they look away.
Oh, weird.
If they like look away and look back, she's not invisible anymore. That's why she's like
That seems like really specific parameters.
she has to stay within their line of sight in order to stay invisible.
oh,
That's
that's
weird.
funny.
Which is why like there's this one scene where she meets a guy and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do something real quick. Don't look away.
Imagine a stealth video. Wait, so she when she disappears like that, is it for everyone? Or
No, it's just for that one person.
Okay.
Like cameras can see her, everyone else can see her. Like she beat up the main character and she's like, yeah, I can turn invisible only for you, but every other passerby basically just saw you stand there as I hit you.
Imagine a
That's kind of great.
imagine
amazing.
a stealth video game where like instead of staying out of their line of sight, you have to stay in their line of sight.
That's
That would
basically what it is, yeah.
that is.
But,
That would be a weird Metal Gear Solid game.
That would be weird.
well, it'd be if you had that stealth, you had to stay in sight of one person, but out of
Yeah.
the sight of everyone else's. But no, there is a decent amount of the main character, like I said, his main ability is possessing. So like, I guess I'll spoil the first part of the show.
Yeah.
He's a complete and total a-hole. For like he cares about like he uses his ability to cheat on the test. Like every test he takes, he uses his ability to like possess someone 5 seconds, memorize the answers, write them down, possess someone else, memorize the answers, come back, and he does this to get into like a very top school. And then like there's a girl, he's like, I want to date the top of the top because he's also handsome.
Yeah.
So while everyone's like fawning over, he's like, I want to date the top of the top. So he makes a scheme where he possesses a sleepy driver of a truck. It almost hits the girl, only to go back to his body and save her at the last moment.
Oh my goodness.
And he also possessed the best friend to like run away for a moment while the truck was coming. He comes back, pulls the one girl out of the way. He's like, oh, all right, we can date now. Except for they end up not being able to because the one girl's like, yeah, I know you got special abilities. You come with us. And I was like, no.
I was gonna say that's like Giga Chad moves, but
That
then
is-
he just kind of gets kidnapped by Xavier School for the Gifted Children.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
He's like, he uses people at his will other than his sister. He dotes on his little sister. But he's pretty much like that kid that just cares about himself. And
Okay.
something happens.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool. Is it good?
It is very, I don't know. If I like it, I really
Yeah.
like it, but there are some parts I do not like about it.
What don't you like?
Some of the things that happen, I feel like some things should have happened differently, and I feel like if the character's personality was like, I feel like I feel like they change his personality slightly during certain things. He doesn't like if this person was a real person, I don't think that this is how they would act in a certain scenario.
Okay.
It feels very fictiony instead of like
Yes.
realistic.
So
Okay.
there's a lot of stuff where it feels realistic and it's great, but then there's like certain scenes where it's like, I feel like he's only doing this because of plot.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
makes
kind of
sense.
sucks.
So kind of like how DXD is.
You gotta be a bit more specific on that one.
I'm just I was just joking.
Oh, okay, all right. I thought you had an actual concern there. I was like, oh, we can talk about this. What are you?
I mean, I kind of do feel like DxD does things just for the plot, but
I think they do it just for the boobs.
that's kind of what I meant by the plot.
Plot.
The plot is the boobs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He does just do it for the plot. That's
Yeah.
all he's doing. He's doing it for the plot.
That's a joke.
But the
I was
big
kinda hoping
plot,
you'd
the
get to
medium
that point.
plot, the small plot, all plot.
I was
needs love.
hoping you'd kind of bounce off of me, but you just kind of like took it as an offense instead of a joke.
No, I didn't. I was trying to joke with you.
Ah, sure.
Yeah, because plot means boobs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways,
The plot means this part of the story where the things happen.
The plot
Yes,
of the
the
story
two
between the
things.
chests. Sometimes 3 if you're lucky.
that's only in Bishoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation.
Oh, I'm watching that now.
There's a demon girl.
All right.
It says he's like a pervert.
3
like,
plots.
dude.
Let's go.
He's just like staring at them, and she's like, I'm up here.
Yeah, but your 3 plots are down here. I'm gonna call them plots in public from now on.
Oh,
See how that goes. Hey, nice plot you got there. What? I'm gonna arrested one of these.
We're
days,
gonna
I
see
swear.
on the local
gosh.
news, man arrested for calling everything plot.
Local
or-
Pyrolis.
Or you can see on the news, local man given award for complimenting people on their personality. Nice plots you got there. I like how this plot's turning out.
Just looking at it really fat, dude. Hey, nice plots there.
I would do that too.
Oh,
Not gonna
gosh.
lie.
Oh gosh, we're gonna get canceled.
Well, that was a tangent.
But no,
just a
Charlotte's,
wee bit.
Charlotte's good. I recommend it.
Nice.
I've noticed that the songs from everything this guy does comes from a person named Itada, something like that. Basically, the same music artist,
Okay,
which is pretty good. I like him.
I feel like I've heard of him before.
It's a she.
Oh, I probably heard of her too.
Well, if you watched Angel Beats, yeah,
Yeah, I feel like she's done music for other shows as well.
probably. Oh, sorry about that. I had a hiccup that didn't want to come out. That
I
hurt
guess we go
a
on
lot.
to Attack on Titan.
I'm the host here. So next, how was
anyways,
how was Platinum End, Weez?
I don't want to talk about that yet. Wait, I
Too
need
bad.
more time. It's almost
Do you?
ad time. Yeah.
We don't have ad time. Remember, Amazon,
is ad time.
Amazon guy came.
I don't care. We still have to do ad
We still
time.
have to do ad
But
time.
Amazon guy came.
I'm not doing ad time 8 minutes into the episode.
Why not? On the list of things we have to do for on the
It
points,
says,
it says
or,
ad time or Amazon guy.
says or.
Or
Amazon
guy.
time.
Exactly.
So, ad time or Amazon man arrives. I'm picking ad time.
No, that's not like you can't. It's not a picking thing. It's
I'm-
whether unless this happens or this happens, whichever one
Okay,
happens
change
first.
it to
This happened
and.
first.
Change or to and.
What?
History is being rewritten.
No.
And Amazon.
I'm getting my gun. The
time.
victors will rewrite this story.
All right. So, since I'm the producer,
Mm.
I'm going to say ad time.
I can hack your account. I know all the passwords.
Wait,
No,
is
you
it?
don't.
Is it ad time?
It is ad time.
Stay tuned for after ad time, where we're gonna talk about the ending of Platinum End and how Attack on Titan season, Attack on Titan, the final season, is milking
Really
Attack
milking
on Titan
this, huh?
more than
We are milking
more
this
than I'm
segue.
milking the segue,
Really milking these plots, huh?
and more than The Hobbit. And okay, not quite more as The Hobbit. The same
Fast
amount
and
as The
Furious.
Hobbit. Okay, not quite as much as Fast and Furious, but like the way what's that called? Hunger Games did it with like part 1 and 2 at the end.
And Harry Potter.
And Harry Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter's great at it. Anyways, break time.
Ad time. Well, hello and welcome back from break, everyone. Of course, it was just a moment for you. For us, I was able to brew some tea.
For us, it was the eternity.
Yeah, because we started war crimes, so we had to deal with that for a bit. Boom ended up being boom and went just nuclear on everything. And I
fixed the war crime.
I drank my tea and watched. It was interesting.
Can't be a war crime if there's no war, and can't be no war if there's no people.
It's just
There also
Russian
can't be
stealth.
no people if there's no state.
It's just Russian stealth. You know, no one knows what happened if no one's left alive.
They'll hear about it in the news, maybe.
We destroyed the news outlet. Well, at least I did.
Oh.
That's what I was doing while you guys were.
You said
goofing
you
off.
sat back and drank your tea.
That's code. It's like when Alucard says he's going for a walk.
I can't understand code. I can barely understand English.
That's fair. That's why it took you so long to decode your nuclear device.
Yeah.
That's why I turn in just a big button. You don't need a coder camera. You just press the button and it goes.
It goes and goes and goes like Duracell.
Other than that, how was your platinum end?
Okay, so I have to explain the ending of this, which I'm also making a YouTube video. But hey, you'll hear it here first.
Yeah, first seats of the house.
The ending. Okay, so I
First
told
viewing
you,
of the house.
This
That's
is-
what you're thinking of.
if you guys have listened to this podcast before,
Which
I've
I've
talked
never
about Platinum End before, and I talked about the first like halfway point where the first villain dies.
5 bazillion
Tons
weeks
of
ago.
spoilers, all the spoilers for Platinum End.
Yeah.
So yeah, a while ago I talked about that and that guy and his whole backstory and all that stuff. So the next like antagonist kinda is they all group up together and they're like, okay guys, a bunch of random stuff happens, but they're like, let's all group together and just talk it out and then decide who gets to be the next god.
Yeah.
Because apparently they can do that, I guess.
All right.
So they're like, let's all just group together and then decide. So the next guy that comes up that's kind of the antagonist is like this professor scientist guy, and he's like he wants to immediately he like disbelieves in God. So as soon as the angel comes and keeps him from committing suicide like it does with everyone else, he's just like, what the heck is this? So he starts to have a theory that that this god is a false god and was just created by like human energy, basically, is his theory.
Okay, I can see that.
So he thinks that's
so
what
kind of
it
like
is.
how Noragami is. Where
Yeah, kind of like that.
You have to believe in the god for it to actually exist.
Pretty much.
Okay.
And so because of the number of people following the god is diminishing, he does this to get more awareness.
Makes sense. Okay.
And then take like the energy from one of the humans. Well, anyways, a bunch of stuff goes down and he's like, okay, my new plan now is I'm going to kill all the god candidates, and then me and the one suicidal kid who's like, he got saved by the angel, but instead of stopping from being suicidal, he just kept being suicidal. And his goal was, I'm going to make suicide an acceptable, happy thing that people are just like it's totally cool to just end your life however you want to.
Yeah.
Is like his thing. But he also hates being a burden on people. So he's just
First
like,
act of God,
he's
suicide.
like, I'm gonna go kill myself, and they're all like, no, that's awful.
bad
That's a
idea."
bad thing, and that'll like we want you to hang out and stay around. And he's like, oh, if I'm a burden on you guys, I guess I won't. So that's kind of his thing. He hates being a burden. He really likes the professor and ends up siding with him, and he was also like trying to help people.
Should have just told him to kill
He was
himself.
trying to
before he joined
kill.
the
He like
professor.
killed his whole family basically because they were all suicidal.
Yeah.
So they're just like, I want to end my life. He's like, okay, cool. Poof. So actually, he used the red arrow because it made them fall in love with him, and then he was like, okay, you can kill yourself now.
Yeah.
So anyways, he's in part of the professor's plan, and he's like holding them hostage because the professor's gonna kill the first guy. Who he has. Okay, so he has this whole thing where he's like, God doesn't exist, so let's just like, this is all fake, so let's just like not do anything about it. Let's get rid of this or whatever. And our main character's theory is that like there's so many people that rely on God that their lives are gonna end or whatever if he doesn't exist, which is really bizarre. But anyways, so he has this weird idea, and the professor has this really weird idea, and their views clash in this really awkward way. So they kind of fight each other. The professor has this whole thing where his girlfriend is being captured and all these other people. So he's like, you have to stand still and let me kill you. Otherwise, I'm going to kill your girlfriend.
This is just slaughterhouse.
So the kid, the suicidal kid, has the girl like in hostage.
Yeah.
He can't go through it with actually like holding her hostage because they like talk him out of it basically. And so they fly back, and the main character
Isn't the suicidal kid supposed to be the hero?
No.
Not anymore?
The
They were
suicidal
all
kid
suicidal
is another
kids,
person.
boom.
They were all suicidal. The main character was suicidal and now wants to be happy.
Oh, but there's another
But
kid
there's
that's
another
suicidal.
kid that's
and he's just like,
suicidal
I'm
is
done.
continuously
I got it
suicidal.
mixed up. I thought
Yeah. No,
because
suicidal kid is different.
Okay.
So they all go back into this arena, and the professor, some conversation happens, and eventually they're like, suicidal boy, you can become God, because he's like, the professor's like, all I wanted was knowledge or whatever. So the kid's like, if I become God, then I'll help you know more knowledge. I'll like I can't directly interact with you, but I'll figure out a way to like get you to know things. So they're just all like, yeah, sure, we're cool with that.
Here's the fruit of knowledge. Eat this.
There was also the angel. The main character's angel is special and can interact with people where none of the other ones could. She saves the main character at one point, and then she gets demoted, so he loses like some of the power.
Nice.
Then she saves the professor guy, and then she gets promoted instantly.
Nice.
Like, there's just no point for that. But anyways, he becomes.
It's her own personal character arc.
They also never they never say that the god candidates can just choose, as far as I remember, but apparently they can. So they're like, we're good with him becoming god, and everyone's like, yeah, we agree, that's fine. And so he just boom becomes god. So
That was quick.
He just like flies up in the air, and then he's just like, who wants to remember this, who doesn't? And most of them want to remember except for one character. And so then he just like goes up to heaven, and then he is God is like merging with him, and he can tell that he's being like merged into this thing. So the professor was partially true that this is some kind of like creature thing.
Yeah.
So he starts talking to the god, and it's just like, what happened and what's going on. And the god says that he did create humans, but he was also created and doesn't know by what. And also the main character's angel was some kind of living thing before he created anything. Like, there wasn't supposed to be anything alive, and he found that and turned it into Nase, who is the angel.
So there was a thing, but now it's a woman.
Yeah, it's like it's some kind of bacteria or something.
You're something that'll make you into a cute girl. Hold on a moment.
So all of this is pointless.
It's just a blob. It's just like, you got great potential.
Pretty much. So all of this is basically pointless because of the ending.
Yeah.
But he becomes God, and he was like talking to him. 6 years go by, and the angels are like, hey, you should check on Earth because you're not really doing anything. You're just hanging out. And the god is still like merging with him, not completely. And this one angel's just like always hanging out next to him. And he's like, oh yeah, I was going to help the suicidal people. So then he's like, opens these portals to see all the suicidal people. And then he's like, dang, there's so many. I kind of feel sympathy for him now. I kind of want to help them and not just help them kill themselves. And then he thinks about the professor. And he's like, the professor wanted to kill God or just like disprove him or whatever. And he let the professor keep the red arrow, where everyone else, he took away their abilities.
Okay.
So he's like, if I kill myself, the red arrow will disappear and he'll know what happened. And then he'll gain more knowledge or whatever, because that's his thing. So then he's like, okay, angel, I want you to get all like the high ranking angels. I want to talk to all of them. And she's like, okay, and leaves. And then she turns around, and he has a spear through his heart as he killed himself. And the angel is like, no, this is why I was keeping an eye on him. If he'd like already merged all the way with God, this wouldn't have happened. Dang it.
So he just offs himself.
Nice.
She's like, I turned my back for 2 seconds. He just kills himself.
Nice.
Dang
What
it.
the heck is this show?
So then heaven starts to collapse. All the angels start to disappear. Heaven is dying. Go to Earth. All the people start disappearing, youngest to oldest. As eventually, like it goes to the main character, and he's like, oh, he is like, they told us God could just end the world if he wanted to, so that must be what he's doing. And he's just like, well, we got like 6 happy years together with his girlfriend, who's now his wife.
Okay.
And then they disappear. Everyone on Earth disappears. The Earth dies. Heaven dies. And then it's the end. It literally ends, and everyone died. The end.
It's called Platinum End.
It is called
true.
Platinum End.
I was just not expecting that. Wow.
I wasn't either. I was like, is this genius or is this stupid? I'm leaning a little bit more towards stupid. It was definitely trying to be genius. And then part of the ending was like, it zoomed out and showed all these like other stars and stuff. And then it had these random like words come across the screen that were about like, it's good to have a point where you die, because then it gives your life purpose. Like, you have to do something, you only have this much time, so you have to live it to your potential or whatever.
Right, it's kind of like being
forever,
the immortal vampire.
Yeah.
Eventually you get bored.
Yeah, if you lived forever, you wouldn't care about anything,
yeah,
because you know nothing really matters. So because of that was like kind of the moral or whatever, but it also kind of felt like it was it kind of felt like the words were coming from like aliens or something. Like aliens just lived forever and got bored or whatever. Because it was like showing all these stars and stuff, and those words are coming across the screen. And it kind of gave the vibe like someone was saying this. So it was like, wait, is aliens just watching Earth die?
So
and
it's like the
I wish
zoom
we
out,
had
like
that.
you just like a point of view of an alien or something?
No,
Like-
it was just a bunch of stars. It showed the Earth just like dead, and like it turned into an apocalyptic thing because it showed like all the people die, and then it just like I guess it just went into the future where like buildings are collapsed and crumbling, and then it just zooms out, and then it's like the end, platinum end.
Wow.
Yeah. So it had like that. It's weird because most of the show kind of had like the realistic kind of like Death Note-ish take where it was because it's the same author where it's like, okay, it's supernatural things, but in the real world and how it would kind of work. And this show starts with that and then just ends with existentialism. The whole universe, the whole world dies. The end.
It feels like he was trying to get a point across because there's a lot of the suicide, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of suicide in it. So kind of sounds like he was trying to go for like, you're going to die eventually. So maybe you should live your life.
Life to the fullest
Yeah.
or whatever. But it was like, I understand the message. It's just like, what the heck was the show?
I don't know. Like, I'd have to watch it, but from what you described it, and you've done a good job through like the last 5-6 episodes.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. People would have to go back months. But you did a good job describing it. It sounds
It is super
wacky.
trippy. It is, I think.
It goes from like villain of the week almost,
Yeah.
like halfway point, because they're like fighting that one serial killer
Yeah.
guy. And then you're talking about like mad scientist and like suicidal dude, and then all of a sudden like Evangelion ending. But at least Evangelion just reset itself.
Yeah, I know. It just went like so off the wall. But like the beginning was, you know, this one antagonist and they have to defeat this guy because he's killing people. And
Right,
whatever.
he's this, like a serial
And then
killer.
there was like this one character that like wasn't okay with killing no matter what the circumstances. And you see his character
the
development.
two moral
Yeah.
like
the other guy
opposites.
who was just like, we need to kill this guy because he's a monster.
Yeah.
And that guy like dies for his family. Well, none of that matters anymore because 6 years later, the whole world is erased.
like none of it mattered. Like
Yeah.
technically, even the doctor wanting to know if God existed or not.
None of that
Got
matters.
his answer.
He got his answer, but then
No.
instantly died. Basically,
He did. That was like the very one of the right before he disappears. He's just like he's thinking like, wait, then this must be wrong. And then he's like, no, my theory is just slightly wrong. It was correct.
And then he just
except for this."
disappears.
And then he disappears.
So it's just like, why? Oh wow, this hurts my brain.
Besides for that, it had like a pretty happy ending with like a lot of the characters like getting
They
together.
get what they want, technically.
The professor guy, his thing was like he never really interacted with people. He was like a major recluse.
Yeah.
But he loved science.
And didn't the Red Arrow
And-
let people fall in love with him?
Yeah, which he didn't really use it much.
Okay.
But he did like the one girl who just wanted to live an easy life, basically. He promised he would take care of her. He made her like an assistant, so they worked together a lot.
Yeah.
So they kind of had like a friendship going on.
That's kind of cool.
And so it was like you can actually see some development. The main character's happy and like
Yeah.
like this all this stuff, and then just like and then the world ends.
And even the suicidal dude got to die.
Yeah, and even this.
What he's not telling you is after the
Everything
credits,
works out.
they zoomed in and on the surface of the Earth, you see Light Yagami just thinking as he's like, "What do I do now?"
Like Yagami just wrote his name in the Death Note, and there's like, oh crap. But
Or it's just
oh,
like
yeah.
Saitama just wandering Earth, like, oh come on guys, where'd you all go?
Also,
What
you know
happened?
how Nase was like she was there before God, so maybe
Yeah.
she wouldn't disappear. She disappears.
Huh? That's weird.
So the ending's just bull.
So the ending.
The ending's just bull crap because there's
just-
like no way.
There's so many random things that just happen for no reason. Like, it is so weird that he wrote a masterpiece like Death Note and then instantly went to platinum.
well, I mean, look at Lucas, the guy who George Lucas.
Yeah.
He goes from making Star Wars to Dark Crystal or whatever.
Yes, he made Dark Crystal.
It's weird.
He also Lucasfilms. I don't know if George
He made
Lucas
Howard
was
the
in it.
Duck.
He did.
Yeah.
He also made BFG, Big Furry Giant.
Oh really?
That was a newer movie.
You mean Big Friendly Giant?
Big Furry Giant. I think that was Lucas, or was that Steven
Is that
Spielberg?
Spielberg?
That was Spielberg.
I don't know. But yeah, it's a very bizarre show. And I like
That's wild.
I like the riskiness of it.
Yeah.
Like there's certain shows you can tell they just went, what the heck? Let's do this, even though it's like some people might not like it.
Yeah.
Which I like that. But at a certain point you're like, and then the world ends. And I'm like,
The story's
okay.
pointless.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just weird. It blows my mind. I don't even want to think about it.
I
'Cause
know.
It hurts my head.
It's so I don't know. It was a crazy ending. It's more fun to talk about it than it is to actually watch. Is
Yeah.
what it's gonna end up being.
It's one of those stories where if you know the ending, you're never gonna watch it. Because
Yeah.
there's no point in watching it if you know the ending.
I know. Like parts of the show I really liked. Parts of the show were just bad. Like the characters weren't very good. There's like, and it was really focused on the characters, and the characters all felt pretty one-dimensional. Like Suicidal Kid is just like, I'm suicidal, and then they're like, don't kill yourself, you'll be a burden to us, and he's like, I don't want to be a burden to you, I'm not gonna kill myself. And that's like his whole character. And then he's
then
like,
he kills himself and ends up being a
then-
burden to
then he's
everyone.
Yeah,
like,
right.
and he's like, I like the professor guy, I'll do whatever. And then it's like, well, I guess I can't actually kill someone who doesn't want to die. So then he's like, I'll rescue you guys. And then they go back to the professor, and then he's just like, okay, fine, we can have the suicidal kid be God. And then he kills himself. That's why
Did
you don't-
anybody think that it was a bad idea to let the suicidal kid become the ultimate being in the universe?
Some of the audience did, because they're like filming this, like recording it for the public. Although once he becomes God, it like erased all the memories of this happening from
Okay.
everyone except the God candidates.
Yeah.
So they were like,
Oh, I
filming
forgot that they became like a big
this.
thing.
Yeah, they're like filming this, and there's people that are watching it, and you see like some of the reactions from the crowd,
Yeah.
and they're like, what? They're gonna let that stupid kid? They're gonna let a middle school kid become?
Like, okay, if it became like worldwide known, shouldn't the world have voted
I
on
know.
like who God was supposed to be out of these
Well,
guys?
the issue is this: so I would have gone. I vote democracy. Zap. You do what?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Well, if they're already televising it, right?
You
Yeah.
know, that would
Like,
have been
it-
really cool, because they could have used the red arrows to like
Manipulate
control,
people?
like the government.
It should have been like a
stuff.
presidential
Yeah,
thing where
and
like
have
they're
the
doing debates.
presidents
Like,
talk.
what are
and
you
then-
gonna do about gun control? I'm gonna.
They kind of did that too. They were like, "What would you do as God?" And they went through each person and what they would do. And the one kid's just like, "I would make suicidal a good thing." And then our main character was just like, "I would do absolutely nothing," which was kind of cool. He's just
Yeah.
like, humans should stand on their own feet. So it was like,
I
it
would
would've
pick
been cool.
him.
I want the libertarian one.
That would have been
Yeah,
super
right.
cool. I feel like it would have been better as that, and then they took like the then they made it like a political thing, and then maybe the villain is like manipulating people with the red arrows.
Yeah.
Like
You
that
find
would
out
have
like
been
one of
really
the people,
interesting.
one of the candidates is actually bad. Like
Yeah.
after they killed the serial killer, so everybody thinks they're all in the same like boat. like, good
Yeah,
people.
and then
you find out like one person's like manipulating people and bribing
and
them.
he's
That'd
just
be
doing
cool.
whatever he can to like become God. Like that would be cool. And then you could end with kind of a more vague ending of whoever became God. You just like everyone's memories erased.
All right, we're making a bridge of this,
All right.
and we're doing it that way.
Let's go.
That would be so much more
YouTube
interesting.
editor. It's your job
Ah,
now.
crap.
I only edit audio. You edit video.
No.
And I just do the funny.
So yeah.
Do the funny man.
This is the funny.
Yeah, so that was a
That
trip.
was interesting.
Yep.
I actually enjoyed you explaining it.
Yeah, thanks. Hopefully my video on it will do well.
I'm gonna watch the video because there's gonna be visuals behind it.
Yeah. It was insane. I was just like, what on earth is this show? It's so bizarre.
Yeah. All right. Well, host man.
Host man. I am host man indeed.
What do we do now?
Well, now we're gonna be talking. We did that. We did Attack on Titan as doing the milking thing.
The milky thing.
They're milking. They're taking the blue milk from
I can-
the giant
I can
creature.
read this really
It's
quick.
so funny.
Okay.
Attack on Titan, the final season, part 2, has officially wrapped up, but it is not the end of the story just yet. It has announced that there will be part 3 for the final season of the popular anime coming in the near future. The next part of the acclaimed anime series, final chapter, titled Attack on Titan, the final season part... Or, wait, it's not even called part 3. It's called Attack on Titan, final season, final arc.
Watch the final arc have several parts to it.
It is set to premiere in 2023, so a whole freaking year from now.
Oh my goodness.
Do they tell us anything about how many episodes there might be.
I don't think they've said, but I think it's gonna be around like 8 or something. Like it's not
Part
gonna be
1
that
has
many.
16 compared to Part 2's 12, so it is unknown.
It sounds like from how much manga they have left, it's gonna be about 8 episodes. I know they were
Why?
really scared about a movie coming out.
Everybody
as
was
the
scared.
ending.
Everybody
So
was freaking
it's good
scared.
they're not doing that. But it's so funny. They're like, this is the final season, part 1. This is the final season, part 2. This is the final season, part
No, the
3.
final
I
act.
saw
Yeah,
I saw a
final
meme
season,
from
the
somebody.
final arc.
I saw a meme from somebody, and they're like, Attack on Titan, final season, part 25, coming in year 2050.
See, personally, I would probably actually watch Attack on Titan if it feels like done more like Ultimate was.
Well, oh, so like an OVA then?
Yeah, like hour-long OVAs.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that type of anime is something where it should be more like that.
That would probably actually work better for it, because the show is split up into arcs of
Yeah,
like
it
its
is.
titles and stuff. It's just like Battle for Trust, episode 1.
There's usually about 3 episodes per arc,
Yeah.
2 or 3,
So if
and
they merged it
yeah.
into like hour-long things, that
hour
would
to
actually work
45,
pretty well.
45
Yeah.
minutes. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, I'd probably actually watch it if they had done that instead of what they did do.
I mean, for the longest time, it
could
has
do it-
been a normal anime.
They could
Yeah.
do a director's
The weirdest
cut.
thing is that all the seasons besides for season 2 had 24 episodes, and season 2 only had 12,
Okay.
which is that's kind of something that happens a lot.
Yeah, I feel like the same happened with Demon Slayer, where like the season 2 is going to be shorter. I feel like it's just that part of the manga, I guess. It's
Yeah.
just usually the structure has like a shorter.
Well, I
arc
think
there or
in the
something.
recent years, especially the very recent years,
Yeah.
studios have realized that kind of just doing filler episodes suck,
Yeah.
and also like doing original only endings suck as
Yeah.
well. So they're like being pretty cautious not
Yeah.
to go too far away from the anime.
And Demon Slayer also makes sense that the hype is building. We finished our first season. We did this movie. Let's get season 2 out right away. So
Yeah.
we'll do 12 episodes.
Keep the hype
Attack on
train
Titan
rolling.
doesn't make any sense because it took them
No, it
5 years
doesn't.
to do season 2, and then like a year to do season 3 or something.
Yeah, and that's basically been, I think it was 2 years to
And it's
season
been,
4.
like seasonal, pretty much. but
Yeah, something like that.
yeah.
So far, my favorite my favorite anime are the ones that are just anime. Like, it started out as anime, like the Angel Beats,
Oh, yeah.
Charlotte,
Code Geass is like that. It was just an anime.
yeah, or Death Parade.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
those
Psychopass is another one.
Psychopass
Yeah.
is a really good one. Yeah.
You need to watch
like that.
Psychopass.
It's on my list.
Okay.
Psychopass is
You need to move it up because it's really good, and I want to talk.
I
about
might watch it next then after I finish.
It's got a
Charlotte.
lot of political themes that I feel like we could dive into a lot. And I
Yeah,
think
it's a
that'd
cool
be
crime
fun.
thriller. I want to rewatch it too because it's great.
It's like a crime thriller, but it also goes on like how society operates underneath very specific circumstances.
Yeah.
and
Is-
it's interesting.
Is there a noir anime? Oh, I got too close to the mic.
Yeah, you, do. You can't get too close.
Is there a noir anime?
God.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there a noir anime?
Not that I can think of at the
Dang it.
top. of
I'm
my
sure
head.
there is.
Viewers, please tell me if there's a noir anime.
Yes, please.
Huh? No,
I like the noir style of stuff.
You spell noir.
Noir.
Noir anime. What pops up? Oh, there's an
Anime
actual
called
anime called Noir.
Is it the noir I'm thinking of, or a different?
I
kind of
don't
noir?
know. Let me-
Two young female assassins teamed together. Yeah, it's not because noir is detective, so that's not exactly.
That looks like a 2001 anime.
Yeah,
could kind of be like a noir anime type film.
it's not black and white, and noir it features detectives.
Let me put in noir type
Genre.
genre. Whoops. How do you spell genre?
Genre.
Ah, there it is. The Big O,
Bakano.
Cowboy Bebop,
Bakano
Bacano,
makes
Psychopass. Oh, so Psychopass is pretty.
I guess kinda.
The main reason why I think the reason why I didn't classify Bakano or Cowboy Bebop in that is because I usually when I think of noir, I'm more thinking black and white. But
Well,
taking off the black and white filter, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Noir
about
wasn't
very noir?
classified as just a black and white.
It's just
It
how
was
I
just
thought about
really
it.
big
Yeah.
back in the 40s and 50s because it was a very simple way of making a movie or show because you had one main character. Usually you would have one character that was next to him throughout like each episode
Yeah.
or throughout a season or something like that. And then it had a very small cast of other characters. And it was a lot of internal monologue just from the main character.
I fight Nazis.
Kind of like how Columbo worked. You know Columbo.
yeah.
Columbo's kind of like a noir type
Okay, I got you.
show. So
Every manga is a noir because it's all just internally based.
every audiobook is the ultimate noir.
Wahahaha.
But yeah, them making 3 parts of the final season is kind of hilarious.
ReZero is a noir. He's just
It's
in his mind.
hilarious, and you can laugh about it, but to me, I'm actually mad about it.
I'm glad I get to catch up before it ends, but it's kind of insane.
I would have rather of them done a like OVAs.
I was
finish it
right
off.
yet again.
like-
I think it's better that they just make it part of the series because
think?
that would be kind of annoying.
But why didn't they just keep on going? There's
I
like
don't know.
I get
It's probably just because they want to keep the hype up, so they want to keep releasing it like
I guess
every year or whatever. But it's also just milking the crap out of it.
I'm starting to worry with the release of Demon Slayer, the Demon Slayer movie,
Mm-hmm.
how it got so big and how the Demon Slayer got so big. A lot of these studios are starting to think that they need to make the next blockbuster anime.
I feel like the studio that made Demon Slayer should get like whatever they want to make because they are
Yeah,
really impressive.
they should.
But
Anyways,
yeah, I watched. I'm into season 3 now.
cool.
And I've seen the memes that are like, season 1 we're fighting Titans, season 2 we're fighting Titan people, season 3 we're just fighting people.
Yeah.
But like in season 3 he literally just says like, we're not just fighting Titans anymore, we're fighting people.
Yeah, exactly. Like, have you gotten to the insurrection part?
Yeah, I'm at Armin just killed a dude, and that was sick
Nice.
because Gene is just like pulls out his sword and he's just like,
Yeah.
he hesitates to kill this girl and she
John.
hesitates to shoot him, and then Armin just like shoots her in the
Yeah,
back.
that's pretty insane.
I'm like, oh dang.
I just realized that Crunchyroll is owned by AT&T, and I do not like that.
Yes.
Wow.
It's no longer owned by AT&T.
It is now owned by Sony.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
that less.
What's wrong with Sony?
You know who made
I like Marvel
Morbius?
too. Sony Pictures?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Sony
Like,
owns
okay.
the Spider-Man rights and stuff.
Out of all the big conglomerate, can somebody say it?
Coca-Cola's. Out of all the big
The
Coca-Colas.
big companies,
Out of all the big
big
Coca-Colas.
companies, Sony's not that bad. Like, they're a big company. They're definitely not nobody's friend.
I don't like how they shut
But-
everything down.
They don't shut anything down.
They shut a lot of stuff down.
What do they shut down?
The No Man's Sky incident, and anything that said No Man's Sky was shut down because of the whole PR thing.
Well, okay, I guess that is one instance, but on
Was No Man's Sky a
average.
PlayStation exclusive?
No. It was just
It was
supported.
at
No,
first.
it was on Xbox.
no, it was
It released on Xbox.
I think
it was
for like a
originally
year,
just a
wasn't it?
PS4 release,
I'm not
and
sure.
then it released for computer and stuff.
Yeah.
Because for a while, people are doing like, "Oh, this is a Xbox exclusive for 6 months or whatever," and
Yeah.
I
they
think
do that.
No Man's Sky was that for a while, because they were really freaking out about how bad No Man's Sky was,
Yeah.
especially for consoles, because that's all it was on at first.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a console seller, and
That's pretty
It wasn't
sure
a great game when it
peaked.
first came out.
I was pretty sure it was introduced on Steam same time as. I don't know. I'll
It could
look
be
into
on
it later.
Steam.
I'm not going to argue this.
Sometimes
but
they
I'm not
have
sure.
console releases that
Yeah.
go on Steam at the same time, and
Yeah.
then the other console gets it later or whatever.
Yeah.
it's
I don't know.
it's weird.
It's weird.
I seem to remember it being a console exclusive.
I think
though,
they
for a while.
see. I think it was. I think they see like PlayStation and Xbox as direct competitors.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they see
Computers.
computers just like its own thing, and then Switch is just like we might put our game on it. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, what I was saying, for like companies, giant companies, Sony's not bad. They're not good, but they're not also one that just like purposely bashes down smaller people.
Yeah.
As far as I know,
If they're crazy about like copyright stuff, it's because they're a Japanese company.
that too.
They erased Spider-Man amazing 3.
Yeah.
Well, that's also because the actor got hurt as well.
Well, Andrew Garfield, basically what happened is he went to a shooting, and he was like, I can't go
He went
in.
to a shooting?
And he went to like the camera shooting.
Oh,
and he was like,
camera
I'm gonna have to take a sick day today because I ate bad clams, so I'm gonna throw up. They're like, no, you come in. So he went in and he threw up. They're like, all right, you're fired.
Oh.
Is essentially the boiled down version of what happened.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is, too, is like you have Sony Pictures. You have Sony Games, like PlayStation.
Yeah.
You have Sony, the
Cameras,
You have Sony TVs.
yeah.
You have
Sony phones. Soon we'll have Sony cars.
Wait, do we have Sony microphones? We don't. We need Sony. Wait. No, we don't. I don't think.
You were looking at the back for a second. I don't think
No.
Pod Mic is.
At first, I was thinking it said a different name.
Yeah,
I
Sony
was like,
TVs.
isn't that owned by Sony?
Sony
There are
picture
Sony
frames.
mics, and they're super good.
Yeah.
But they're also super
There's also
expensive.
Sony headphones that are super good and super expensive.
Sony has their finger in a lot of things.
Yeah,
They have a lot of fingers.
They're like a tech company that also is an entertainment company that also makes video games. It's like, what do you
Don't
do?
they also sell appliances like Samsung?
Yeah.
Yeah,
does?
they do.
Yeah.
Samsung ovens, Samsung refrigerators.
Yeah, but there are also Sony appliances as well.
Yeah, I meant Sony.
Yeah.
Sony.
Anyways, off that tangent.
Off this tangent, onto
Yeah,
a new one.
speakers and
The next point is ending.
Yes. Did I add that to the show notes?
You did, yeah.
Oh
You did.
no!
Oh no, you didn't.
We don't have
We're
an
never
end.
ending. We're
We're
never
never
here
ending.
forever.
Platinum end ending.
Oh, no.
This
it
is
was
the
about
podcast
platinum
that
end and
never
then it was
ends.
the
All right, Weez, kill yourself. That way we disappear. All
Okay. I'm gonna become God and kill myself and end the world.
right, 3, 2, go.
Let's go. Everyone has to agree first, though.
Okay, I agree.
Sure.
We. Oh, Frank, it worked. It was a joke. It was a joke.
Take me back.
No.
Pyrolis, grab him by the legs.
No. Me and him just both become assimilated into God.
Oh yeah. Also, one of the angels was like that was their plan. I guess was to like end the world.
Imagine that though, Weez. My mind.
What?
My mind and your mind fusing together inside of God's
One
mind.
of the last lines is Nase and the one angel, and she's just like, "Good job, you accomplished your goal. You ended the world."
And the angel died.
And then they both die.
Oh, jeez.
Why would an angel want to end the world?
Okay,
Ends up
Nase,
it dying.
I have no idea. She was just like the angel of destruction or something.
Oh, okay.
But Nase was great because she's like the super pure. She's not pure. She's like super authentically happy for everyone.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, your goal is to become a mass murderer. Good for you. Is like her vibe.
Yeah.
So it's just like whatever makes you happy. Good for you.
Yeah.
And so at certain points she's just like, oh, you could just kill that person, and he's like, no, what the heck?
That's
She's like, oh, okay.
Okay, that's your
Yeah,
fancy.
if you don't want to, that's fine. Yeah. So
Huh.
she's just like, good job, you ended the world.
She's just a sociopath. I want you to know that.
Yeah, she's cool.
All sociopaths.
she's
are cool.
dead now.
Yeah, she's dead. I
Not
guess.
dead. She disappeared.
Maybe she just turned into a bacteria goo thing again. I don't know.
That's probably what happened. Because if God changed her or
That's how
something, she probably turned back to whatever it was.
That's
she was
how it
before.
should have ended. It's just like, this is Nase boop, with like a big arrow.
Yeah, her mental state. Here is banana for comparison.
I
What is
should make a
banana?
video of just like a picture of the stars and then be like, this is Nase.
It's like,
Huge reveal.
Zoom in. It's a little micro.
Yeah. There's like 1 pixel. Like, there it is.
Right there.
Hey,
Hold
look,
on, there's
it's
something
ending.
blue and red and flashing. Ending. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Apparently we're ending now, ladies and gentlemen.
I like how it's all lowercase,
Oh,
so
there's
it's
another
like
exclamation point.
ending.
Ending.
It's not like too
Oh yeah.
much yelling.
Yeah, it's just ending.
It's
But
like ending.
but in an excited way because it's ending.
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 Yeah.
I'm glad you guys were able to get that from.
But it's not like
10
exciting.
exclamation points.
You do realize that we're writers. We have to
Yeah.
translate this stuff.
Yes, I see that.
This is peak writing.
So if I
Just
would
like
add one
20
more
exclamation
exclamation point, would that
Okay, that is rude.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's offensive to writers.
Now on that, I have been Pyrolis, your lovely hostess with the mostest.
You're not a hostess. You're a host.
He's talking about the
I am
snacks.
whoever I want to be. Okay.
Sure, it is 2022.
He's like a big
Exactly.
lump of sugar. He
dare
identifies
you.
as a hostess snack.
Don't get him wet.
I'm a her, by the way. Remember? I told you like 2 seconds ago.
I can't say that.
I'm now a
'cause that just
T-34
sounds
tank.
weird.
I'm now T34 tank.
I can't say don't get her wet because that just sounds
You
weird.
just said it.
Dang it.
Now on that, today helping me is my other host, my co-host here. I got Weez.
Thank you so much for joining me on the Weez Show. I really appreciate it. You
He
can
does
check
the
out.
no, shut up. I'm doing this. He does the no. He does the book writing. You can find them over at KBW Wrestling at YouTube. His Twitter handle is KBW author.
My Twitter handle is KBW author. From there, you
I
can
said
find a
that.
link to my YouTube channel,
Yeah.
which is just KBW
Wrestling, yeah.
without the wrestling.
No, with the wrestling. He
No
likes to wrestle.
wrestling.
Anyway, on my right hand here, I got Boom. You can find him over at another podcast called Look Behind You. My first time saying it, actually. Now, one of you guys look behind you because I can't do it because I said it.
There's blinds. There's
Nice.
blinds behind me.
Good job. I like this. This feels powerful. Anyways, other than that, he is Sir Boom 2 over on the Twatter.
That's wrong.
Isn't it 9?
It's Sir Boom 9.
Oh,
Sir
I
Boom 9.
remembered. Why don't I
Also,
remember this?
I forgot to mention this, but Elon Musk bought 10% of Twitter. Almost 10%. So,
like 9%.
it's
Oh,
like
they're adding an edit
9.6.
button, apparently.
Yes, because he said so.
That's going to be great.
That's
It
kind of
is.
funny.
So I'm looking forward to see what Twitter's gonna happen because he's pretty good for nuance and like freedom of speech.
Imagine you're like, I hate this app. I want to change it. I guess I'll just buy it.
That's pretty much what he did. But other than that, you can find us over at not Look Behind You with a superior podcast, obviously. Right, Boom. We're superior.
We come out more frequently. We're superior.
Exactly.
We're also the original Boom podcast.
Yes.
Exactly.
I can say your name. Jake
Yeah.
podcast.
That just sounds like blasphemy coming from me. But yes, that is my actual name because we say
That
it
is
on the
not
Look
your
Behind
actual
You.
name.
It is.
That's your nickname.
It is your name now.
Well, yes, but I think people can quite easily figure out what my actual name is.
No,
from
they'll
a
never
name
know.
Like Jake.
Anyways,
like, oh,
Jaeger.
no.
Jägermeister.
Dude, you spoiled it. What the heck?
You can find us over at Baka-Talk Studios.
Yes.
Over on the YouTube. Our Twitter handle is TalkBaka.
Yep.
And then our Gmail is askbakatalk.com at gmail.com.
At gmail.com. It's not .com yet.
That would
Not
be
yet.
cool. We should do that.
We should do that. Get an email domain started up.
I don't know how to.
I know how to.
Do I have to make a website first?
We're going to have to
Yes
do
and no.
websites.
You
Anyway,
need at least a server. Anyway,
I want to make a website, so
it's not that hard. I can show you sometime.
yeah, it's just hosting as it gets expensive.
If you get a spare computer, you can just host from the computer.
That gets expensive.
No, not really. You just have to set it up.
Constant electric bill.
That's about all the expenses.
Yeah.
We should make our URL Amazon with an M.
Amazon.
Am-
So
Amazon?
if they accidentally hit Amazon but put an M instead of an N, they fucking go to
Yeah.
Nice.
I like that. And that, this has been the show. I hope you all have a good day. Love you. You guys say your goodbyes.
Jam meow.
See you all later.
All right. And I'll end the podcast.
Mew
Love
mew.
you. Bye-bye. Mew mew.